Chodesh Tov, everyone. Today is Rosh Chodesh of Cheshvan, year 5782, and it's also the 30th day of Tishrei. Another thing that it is my Hebrew birthday, the 30th of Tishrei, Lamed Tishrei, and the Ben Ish Chai says that on Hebrew birthdays, they are like a Yom Tov for the person having the birthday. They have a major koach, a bracha. It's not just some random Inyan. The great holy Kabbalist, the Ben Ish Chai, says on Parshas Rei that when a person has a birthday, it is a great Yom Tov. They should wear new clothing. They should say Shechayanu. It's a time to reflect. It's time to reflect on our lives and to be grateful for everything that we've been given. Mostly it's a time to be grateful for the fact that we've been given life itself. And what is life itself? Why are we grateful to have life? Because being alive is an opportunity to manifest HaKadosh Baruch Hu's will into this world, to make it a reality. And what is that will? What is it that Hashem wants of us? So we have, in looking in Parshas Bereishis, on the first Rashi, there is a Radak. Now, who is the Radak? I learned this from Rav Daniel Koren. There's some Hashkacha Pratis and these insights that I received from him as well. I'll share at the end. So he says that the Radak is Rav David Kimchi. He is a great commentator on Tanakh. So Rav Kimchi says on the first Rashi in Parshas Bereishis and Sefer Bereishis, on the pasuk where Hashem says, "From all of the fruits of the trees you shall eat." Hashem is commanding Adam and Chava to eat from all the fruits of the trees. It's not a negative lo aseh, something that you shouldn't do, as he continues on to say, and this of the trees that you should not eat from. Hashem, says the Radak on this Rashi, is saying to Adam and Chava that you must. It is a commandment from Hashem to take joy in all of the fruits of the trees, in all of the things that we have been given. And if we take joy in those things, then Emet Hashem, we won't need, or we won't look at, or we won't begin to even try to take pleasure in those things that are asar. But what happened in Gan Eden? What went wrong? What took place there? Well, we know that the serpent, many of us know, that he too, just like Adam and Chava, just like humans, he walked straight on two legs. He stood upright. And the difference, though, is that he did not bend down in modim. He did not prostrate himself before Hashem. He stood erect, prideful, haughty, full of gaiva. And because of these qualities, he didn't value what he had. He didn't take pleasure in the things that he had, and he became envious of man. And he began to speak to Chava. And the moment that he began to speak to her and she began to listen, she was infused, she got infected with this tuma, with this zuhama, and it literally blinded her. It blinded her, and so she could no longer even see the other trees of the field. And she couldn't see what was around her. She couldn't see what she had. And she began to think that Hashem hates her and doesn't like her. This was the beginning of the Nefila. Mar Cheshvan, this month, it's called Mar Cheshvan. One reason is because of bitterness. Bitterness in the Nefila, in the fall, that we sometimes experience in life. But there's so many mysterious, miraculous occurrences that are associated with this fall. One is that this fall is just, it's the fall of every human being. We've all experienced this by virtue of our lives, by virtue of being here in Olam Hazeh. We started off as these nishamot, unencumbered by a body, and we were so close to the Shechina. We were in Olam Haba, and we had, all of us, we experienced a huge descent, falling, world by world by world, till we came here in Olam Hazeh. And none of us ever asks for a fall. We never ask, Hashem, let me experience myself as less than I know that I could be. But once it happens, there's an opportunity there to rise higher than one who had never even fallen. And that's the avoda of Cheshvan, to understand that, to internalize that, to mechazik ourselves in that very real inyan. You know the pasuk that says, Sheva Yipol Tzadik V'kam. What's so interesting, and I always find this so fascinating, that the Sof Tevos, the last letter in each of those words, scrambled around, mixed around, spells Amalek. Amalek is doubt. Doubt that Hashem loves you. Doubt that Hashem believes in you. Doubt in the koach, the tzelem elokim inside of you that you can rise up. And as you rise, you lift others with you. You bring such tremendous nachas ruach to Hashem. You rebuild the palace for the place for the Shekhinah to dwell in this world. You are celebrating and making magnificent your life. The nefila is part and parcel of being a human being, of being alive. Don't get tricked by Amalek. Don't get tricked by the serpent anymore. Look around. See the trees. See the beauty and the fruits all around available to you at every moment, in every second, and every breath you take. You have the opportunity to manifest Hashem's will in this world simply by delighting in all that you have on all that's available to you. Delight in those fruits. Delight in your breath. Delight in the compliment of that beautiful stranger. Delight in the feeling of the breeze against your skin. Delight in the fall leaves that are changing color and all the messages embedded in the cycles of life. Delight in your friends. Delight in your family. Delight in your pillow. Delight in your bed. Delight in the nutrients available to you in your food. Delight in all of those people who love you and care about you. Delight in being able to perceive and know the emes. Delight in every mitzvah that you can do. As you take pleasure, that is a mitzvah. That is not just a mitzvah, that is the mitzvah. Because as we delight and we notice the good and we makir tov and we appreciate and we take simcha and joy and all of that, we banish Amalek. We banish the sitra achra. We banish the voice of the nachash. We purify ourselves. We purify this world and we stay davik to what is good and right and true and holy and kadosh. And we bring shefa and abundance and bracha to ourselves and to this world. And so today, on my Hebrew birthday, Lamed Tishrei, I want to bless everyone who's listening, that you should see the trees in your life, the trees of Gan Eden, that Gan Eden should manifest for you in the here and now. That you should live moment by moment with immense joy. Joy in the physical, joy in the spiritual, joy in the emotional, joy in the mental gifts that you've been given all around you every moment of every day. Manifest that joy, make it grow. Rise up, stand against Amalek with the medicine of Simchas Chayim and Simchas HaJoy and the Chiyuv to take pleasure in all that you've been given. Sending you so much love for a beautiful Chodesh, a good winter, and it should be a year of blessings and beauty, and we should really tap into the avoda of today and tomorrow to renew ourselves, to have his chachos, knowing that no matter what is going on, no matter what nefila you might experience, number one, you're not alone. It is the human experience. There is beauty in that fall after the fact. You can rise higher than one who never fell. And in fact, maybe that's what you were meant to do. Maybe that's one of our purposes here in this world, is to build back. And don't confuse that with build back better. Sending you so much love. Chodesh Tov.